Hey folks, it's Tom, your frugal prepper. This is gonna be like a video response for Jay Young. He's doing a snap-on screwdriver giveaway. I would just wipe those down with a soft cloth and talk to them every night and sleep with them and just love them forever if I won those. So anyway, kind of wanted to do a response video and show some of my tools. I've shown you guys pretty much my garage toolbox a few times now. Not much has changed there. Same old tools, same old car work. I'm getting ready to do lower control arms, struts, and hubs, and transmission service, and an upper intake manifold on my mom's car this weekend. So still just wrenching on family members' cars to help save them some money. So I thought I'd show you what I have got set up out in the shed here. Is I've been working on the shed a little bit, and then I just got done updating the emergency toolkit for my wife's car. She drives a Chrysler, so it's important for it to have a good emergency toolkit. So I'll flip the camera around here and show you. Okay, so I will start you out here with my pegboard tools and stuff. This is just some quick handy stuff to get to here out in the shed. Hearing protection, a well-stocked first aid kit. That's just a water timer for next year's garden. I got my little Husky toolkit. I really love these Husky ratchets. They're my favorite. I got some locking pliers down here. The two smaller ones there are genuine vice grips, the old ones when they made them in the USA, and those other ones are Duralast from AutoZone. But they're not too bad. Just have some standard wrenches here. Kind of have all brands from just no-name stuff to Craftsman. All kinds of stuff. Some of these other double box-in wrenches and stuff are ones that were my father-in-law's. See, that's a Bonnie USA, and oh, that's a Bonnie too. That's a Fairmont on that one. But those are some bigger wrenches, all standards. See, I got a couple flat-tip screwdrivers, some side cuts, a pair of the little 10-inch Nipex pliers. Got some other screwdrivers and some punches and stuff. I also keep lots of extra little lawnmower parts around. You see, like this was $1, $2. I get this stuff at the Ace Hardware every year. They close out a bunch of their lawnmower stuff late summer, put it all on a big table, real cheap, on clearance. That's when I go stock up on stuff I think I might need, sometime. Got some VFHs back there, not snap-on, but they still hit things well. The little wire brush. These cutting wheels need to go up to my other toolbox in the garage. I can't want a grinder back here if I wanted to. Don't have a big enough air compressor. These are bushings for my Hyundai. A lot of times I kind of just put stuff either in the garage or here so that my wife doesn't move it because she doesn't know what it is and she doesn't remember where she put it. And she doesn't want a bunch of tools and junk laid in her way all the time. So I got some battery chargers here. Or a battery charger and some batteries for Ryobi stuff. Some tire sealant. I got a leaky tire on my lawn tractor. Propane torch. This was my father's bench grinder. That's older than I am. My Ryobi impact driver. I actually really like that tool. It works well. I haven't used one of those nice Milwaukee ones or anything, but for breaking out small stuff, you know, 1/2 inch, 10 millimeter, 13 millimeter stuff, tends to work pretty well. See up here, you got drop light, some steel tubing, extension cord, some hose in case I need to siphon stuff. And so this here is my father-in-law's machinist toolbox. It's a Kennedy signature series, and there's a top box and this little bottom shoe drawer unit. He had, of course, a bunch of machinist tools in here, and I cleaned those out and put them away in a box. I'm not even sure what most of them are, but yeah, I kept his. I found one of his business cards. Put that here. He was a licensed trapper, so that's pretty cool. Kept his name tag there. I kept his steel knuckles that he's made. Check those bad boys out. And but in here I got, you know, this was some finishing nails, some ballistol that was in this box, so I left it. A screwdriver and another screwdriver, wire brush. I got these star bits right here. Let me turn this light on. I guess I can show you that too. That's light from Rule King. It's got a magnet on the bottom, and it's got, you know, that light there, and then it also has a light on the end. So that works. I just keep that over my toolbox until I need it, and it gives me some light in the box. It's an axle nut socket for doing my mom's car this weekend. A couple Craftsman 3/8 ratchets, you know, the ones that I don't really like, but here's another one of those stubby wrenches that I love. They're 1/4 inch and 3/8, and they're real fine tooth. These things, just, I love them. I don't know why, I do. Got some Stanley sockets that are standard. I really love Stanley sockets. I know that they're cheaper. I've never broke one. I love them. These are some Allen and different Phillips and flat tip socket bits. These were in this box. They're part of my father-in-law's machinist tools. And so, see this top drawer here, got like a little scale in it and some stuff. I just kept this the way that my father-in-law had it, just to remember him by. I wanted to leave one drawer just with the exact stuff he had in it. And then here's some air fittings and a blow-off gun, and just, there's a hose clamp in there too. Mostly air fittings, air chuck, that kind of stuff. This is a drawer of assorted miscellaneous stuff. And see, I got my syringe right there, and yeah, here's my hypodermic needles. It's in case I really need to get high, like if I had a long day, I can come out here in the shed and shoot up some heroin. So for those of you who haven't seen other gardening videos of mine, that's actually for injecting thoricide into like cantaloupe and other types of squash plants to prevent vine borers. Drill bits here, some Allen in metric and standard. These were in here. These were part of my father-in-law's tools. So a fraction of the Allen wrenches he had. This box had a ton of Allen wrenches in it. Machinists must use a lot of Allen wrenches. Feeler gauges that were in here, a bunch of those. This must have been pocket knife, most of my father-in-law's. Some extensions, and a 1/4" drive ratchet. See, I showed you that one already. So this is some more wrenches. I got some metric, Kentucky wrench, and standard stuff over here. And I probably don't need these here, but I just have them, so I laid them out in this drawer. If I need this space for something else, I got my standard ones hanging up on the pegboard. Some sockets. Some of these are real cheap ones. These are the short 3/8. I need to move those up to the top of the box actually and get them off this rail. T-cycle engine oil mixer. Some nylon straps, putty knife. That's a butane soldering iron. Files, chainsaw sharpener, pry bar. This is a little Matco. Is that Mac or Mac Tools? Matco tools. 1/4" drive air ratchet. Candle for rusty bolts. And some spark plugs to something. Oh, it looks like there's another double box end wrench in here too. What brand is that? That has somebody's name on it, Davy McKee. It's not my father-in-law's name. This was in here. It's an Armology. He must have borrowed that from somebody else and never gave it back. Another double box end wrench down here too. These are all my pliers. Got some channel locks. These are kind of neat. They're kind of like bent at an angle, but they're like regular pliers, because you can really get a grip on them. Vice grips, spark plug socket, tool, some snips. And down here is just kind of some junk and stuff. Some wire. Some cabinet hinges. We got a hammer and a pry bar. Road flare. Probably need to put that in one of the cars. Some easy strike welding rods. You see there's a pipe wrench, another pry bar, and some straggler combination wrenches and stuff. There. So that's what's in my shed box. Yeah, it's a Kennedy Signature Series is what they said it was. And this is the, they make an 11 drawer, but this one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 drawers here. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So 8, and then the 2 bigger ones on the bottom. So now I'll show you. I've been setting up a little toolbox for the wife's car. Really, I had this set up already, but those 2 rows of sockets you've seen in the other box, they used to be in here, and I'll take you through here and show you what I replaced those sockets with. This is the stands for some road flares, and then there's a couple of road flares in here. I got a first aid kit. I keep like a note on this with everything that I have in it, so that I can check the inventory on it if I need to. And then that's the last date when I checked it or inventoried it or packed it there. It's been a couple years. This has got CPR mask in here. I do have my professional first aid and CPR certification current. Let's see. Some glow sticks to help you be more visible at night. You can get those at the dollar store. It's a cheap way to tie a string on those hanging around your neck and be more visible if you're changing a tire. Some nylon straps, some different little nuts and bolts and stuff, just in case I need something on the side of the road. Some hose clamps. I got a little pair of vice grips. I got some wet wipes. There's some side cuts there. Some small side cuts. Some duct tape. And this is just a knife. Getting kind of rusty. I have a socket here, or extension I should say. And there's a spark plug socket. And so here's what I kind of want to show you, if I can. I don't know. Let's see. See if I can get this out. Alright, hang on a second. Okay, so somehow I forgot to hit unpause, so I went through the rest of the toolbox and I never unpaused it from getting this out. This, a lot of these open drive ratchets, let me show you if you've seen these before, but the idea is the bolt can go through the middle, so you don't have to have a deep well, and it snaps in there like so. What's unique about this particular set is this one's like 19 millimeter and 3/4, and it's a universal spline drive, so it covers your metric and standard on the same sockets. And then what I really liked about this one is this is a 3/8 drive adapter, so you put that in like so and push that in, it locks in, and then nice push button release, but you've got a 3/8 drive ratchet, and not bad on the tooth count either. I mean, so now I can use that with my regular sockets and extensions. So I'll kind of go through the rest of the bottom of the toolbox here with you. Now you can kind of see what all I got in there. Like I said, I kind of already tore this out and did the rest of it, and then realized I hadn't unpaused the camera. So I got like a funnel, some gloves, shop towel, and another shop towel. And you can't have too many shop towels. Some bungee cords, blow rods here, layers. You see I had this test light in the bottom, had this wire, some extra wire in the bottom. I had this Ohio map down in the bottom, some mechanics wire, a little light, some cutters and needle nose pliers and stuff, a pair of old channel locks that are real cheap, but they actually work pretty smooth. They're not that bad. Some fuses and a couple wire nuts just to make quick repairs. Roll of electric tape. I got some cheap screwdrivers. These are from Walmart and they're like $1. I got a complete set of standard and metric combination wrenches down in the bottom there. Old pry bar that the handle broke on, but still works for good for prying and stuff. I keep that in here as well. But got a tape measure too. But yeah, that's pretty much what I keep in the toolbox. In my wife's car, I try to keep some tools in all the cars so that if I'm out in one of them and it breaks down, I've got something to work with. It might save you a tow bill and a trip to the mechanic and all kinds of stuff if you can fix it quick on the side of the road. Especially if it's something like the serpentine belt broke. Well, it's kind of overheating, but if you stop and let it cool a while, you might be able to get off on the next exit where there's an auto zone and get that belt and stuff, or the pulley or whatever broke fixed, and do it yourself. Save you some money. So anyway, that's all I got for the tools in here. Now, like I said, I'll put a link down below for Jay Young's channel. I'm also going to put a link to his son's channel. He has a gaming channel called Tricks. I recommend, go take a look at that too, especially if you're into gaming. It's a great channel. I like Jay Young's channel. He's got a shop that he works on tractors and does like old tractor restorations and stuff. And he's got a lot of cool tools. Cool guy. I can't say I'm really into tractors, but I do like the tools. So that's primarily what I watch it for, is all the cool snap-on tools that I couldn't afford. And I have a lot of respect for anybody having been a business owner before myself. If you can afford to have a shop and pay insurance and pay the overhead and meet a payroll every week and pay the government and get some snap-on tools, yeah, that's doing pretty good. I know how hard and tough that is. My business failed, and I had no idea how expensive it was to actually hire employees and start a business. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. This is Tom, your frugal prepper.